Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and for all those at Kickside. I am making this video. This is me just taking on a 104 level fleet that drops the Carapace level 3s. Now, we have been discussing this on many different occasions. We need a change to, one, the spawn rate. This event spawn rate for especially the older RIs and crafting fleets has been atrocious. Namely, this fleet that I'm hitting right now, because this fleet is mandatory for the Windengos. So we need at least 3 per ship. So 3 times 150, that's 450. Say you want to make a fleet of 6 of them, so 440 times 450 times 6, that's 2,700. Now the average drop rate of this fleet in particular is about 22, so that makes it 122 fleets. Now, yeah, sure, I can get instant repair for this, but at the moment it is taking me forever to find and kill enough of these fleets, because at the moment they're only spawning from 2 locations on each of the deep space sectors, namely this sector here and this one here, which is the non-PvP sectors. So but what happens is there's probably plenty spawning in this one here, except for one problem. That's the FVF zone, and if you come across a couple of, to be nice, asshole players who like to just belt up on players who's trying to farm to get some tech because they've either coined their way through or they've done something or whatever, or they're not interested in this tech, whatever it is, doesn't matter. The problem is that this is the only spot they're spawning in. Now, this gets to the second point of the discussion. During the strikes, the Altarian strikes, the Umbra strikes, the Pharmacon strikes, which is the one-day event which happens in a couple of days. Now, what happens there is we see the Umbra sector look very much like this. 1, 2, 3 sectors come out of it, and only the Umbra fleets spawn in there for the Tier 7 tech, which is perfectly fine. And then you get the same thing with the Altarian sector. You get 1, 2, 3, and then you also get Pharmacon 1, 2, 3. Each of them have 2-to-1 ratio on FVF and non-FVF. So that's what we want to see is for all the main event and a main event decimation and mobilization is that this fleet gets spread out into those 9 sectors again, because that way you can actually divide it down by each of the factional place. So if you're looking for a Pharmacon fleet, you go to the Pharmacon deep space. You're looking for an Umbra, you go to the Umbra deep space. It spreads everything out. At the moment, everything is getting way too congested. As you can clearly see in these sectors where you've got all these fleets flying around. It may not look congested, but it is, because there are so many different types of fleets. You've got skirmishers, you've got small little fleets for Altarian, you've got Umbra fleets, you've got Pharmacon fleets. But the spawn rates for the older ones is dreadful. It's not even that great for some of the Parsec ones, which is only the last month's fleets. Like the crypto seem to be spawning fine, but once you get back into the older ones, I've been trying to hit one of the Umbra armored ones. Hard to hit, can't hardly find them. We need to separate them out into those other sectors. So I appreciate you watching this. Just hopefully you can do something about it, hopefully by next weekend, which I doubtful, but at least maybe for the next month's events. So we need to separate them out. That way you can actually spawn more of them, because every event you're adding in more targets. Next weekend, you're going to add in a Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 2, Mark 3, a 103, a 105, a 107. Plus, you're going to add in a new target, which will be either a 104 or a 106 for a new weapon. So that's an extra 4 fleets that's going to come in for next week. So therefore, it's going to diminish down what we've already got here now. So we need to separate them out, because then also the week after that, you're going to add 2 more fleets in there for the 109s and the 111s. Once again, it's diluting down the pool. We know you can only spawn so many ships at so long. At the moment, this one spawner that I was sitting on, which was way down here, is lucky to spawn one as the 104, which is what I'm looking for, every 4 minutes. See, right now, oh, look, there's one way over there. Watch him get gobbled up real fast. I won't even bother trying to go for that one. It's going to get gobbled up. Jeez, it's lasting longer than I thought it would. But yeah, it needs to be done. So that's Criminal Phil. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Thanks for that.